Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to the Hicks Homestead YouTube channel. Man, is it cold outside. It's 27 degrees, and we had wintry mix all night. It stopped probably about a half hour before sunrise. It is sunrise at 7:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in southeast Georgia. I've already been outside once this morning, and we're going to go take a walk. This is probably going to be a slightly longer video. Stairs are covered in ice. I tried to shovel it off, but it's just an ice fest out here. Could see all of the icicles hanging off the camper. Barely leave a footprint in the snow. It's more of a icy mix. I fired up the truck about 5 minutes ago. It was an interesting mix of weather last night. We had rain, a little bit of rain, then it changed over to a wintry mix and sleet, and it was kind of going back and forth all night. A lot of ice pellets, a little bit of snow came through at the last minute. That's the powdery stuff here. There's some snow, real small snowflakes. Truck's completely frozen. I can't open the door, so that's why it's running. I'm going to try to defrost it so I can get into it, because temperatures are not expected to get above 36 today. There's a good coating down on the ground. Can't really see in a camera, and I don't have a measuring stick to measure the snow depth, but a good estimate somewhere between 2 and 3 inches wouldn't be a bad guess. It varies all over the place. Next to the truck it's probably a little deeper than it is maybe around the higher surfaces, and I was really hoping to see snow. If this would have all fell as snow as it did in the rest of the Gulf Coast and the South, I'd have probably had 8 inches or more of snow here. But Mother Nature had other plans and decided to drop everything down as sleet and ice pellets and a little bit of freezing rain, and then topped it off with a nice little layer of snow. So let's go take a walk around. This is the first time that I have had to deal with this, solar panels covered in snow. This is another reason why I would never put solar panels on a roof of a house again, because if they get covered in snow and you're dependent for your solar panels to work off grid, nobody's getting on the roof to clean those off. Weather station's locked in. Icicles hanging from it. The snow cup's full. My little security camera that likes to follow me. Pretty cool. Those panels are completely buried in snow. First time I've ever had to use the self-heating function on my Starlink. And guess what? It's completely dry. There's no snow accumulation, no ice accumulation, not even icicles. So that's a first. As I discussed in the short yesterday, I added a total of 6 panels before. I only had 2. And I had this one here. I mean, that's not soft. That's rock hard. So we're going to see if we can open it. And as you can kind of tell by the water dripping off of it, it's warm in there. There's no snow around the base. It's nice and warm. Let's see. I've probably run my electric heater, I want to say about 2.5 to 3 hours. I was going to run it all night last night, and I came out to check it, and it said it only had about 6 hours of runtime left on it. and that could be a factor because of the cold. So I didn't chance it. I just ran the furnace in the RV for the night, but it stayed on probably about 80% of the time. The electric heater has not shut off. It's doing everything it can to maintain a 65-degree temperature inside the camper. So let's open this thing up. If I can. There we go. There we go. Dig that bitter end out there. All right, now we're getting somewhere. On top of the solar panel here, it's probably got a good inch of ice. Oh, wow, that's heavy. And we're successful. Oh, wow. We have sucked down some energy. We are sitting at 26%. Holy moly. Let's see where my batteries are. Wow. The host battery's 9%. The rest of the batteries are between 44, which that's battery 2's at 44%. That's kind of interesting. And like I said, I have my space heater running. And it is sucking down the juice. I also have my Starlink on heating, but that's only about 65 watts. But everything's warm in here. If we look at our battery temperatures, they range from a high of 57 to a low of 50. Oh, well, I'm sorry, high of 60 to a low of 53. And let's see. Inverter temperature is 105. That's why it's kind of warm in here. And, you know, these things don't really perform all that well in cold weather. But wow, 26%. About 2 hours and 30 minutes run time left. I'm really glad I didn't try to run it through the night, or I would have woke up to a dead battery. So we're gonna close that up, not all the way, because we're gonna dig out this generator. We're gonna see if we can get that fired up and get some electrons back into the batteries, because judging how difficult it is to get this ice, I mean, it's literally just ice. To get the ice off the solar panels without some heat source or light is gonna be a challenge. And the high today is only supposed to be 34. So a lot of lessons learned. Most of the snow and ice sloughed off the top of my little portable carport there. So let's see if we can dig this out. Like I said, it's going to be a longer video. Wow. I'm glad I put this tarp over it. All right. Generator's good. Let's check our fuel levels. It's got about 2/3 of a tank. See how well it starts in the cold. Eco mode's off. It's probably going to take a couple of attempts. Wow, you can tell that battery's... Oh, wow, it started right on the first attempt. So I do have the charging rate set a little higher on this. Yeah, it's overloading. I'm going to change the charge rate, because what I discovered is when I'm running a load like that heater, it doesn't want to charge. It kind of wants to go back and forth and cycle. So we're going to go to the input-output settings, and we're going to change this to about 50%. You can see as I change that, we're still putting about 3,000 watts in there. Don't want to run that generator too hard, but at that input level with that draw, I'm thinking that's my charging time maybe. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting day to recover from that battery deficit. So that thing's running up at its rated RPM. You see it's got about a 4-hour runtime on it. The way the screen flickers with the refresh rate on the camera, you can't really see it. But it's running at about a 80% load. It says it has a runtime about 4 hours and 11 minutes. And this has been a really, really good generator. It's the Westinghouse iGen 4500 dual fuel. I do have the propane kit for it. I've tested it on propane, but you get a loss in power when you use propane, and it's more expensive than gasoline. So I've been running it on gas, and this has been a really good little generator. It got me through Hurricane Helene, and now it's getting me through a record-setting snowfall event for the southern and southeastern United States. All right, let's get away from the noisemaker. See the ice around the gas cans there. And it's kind of weird. Usually in the snow, you'll have more buildup on your chairs than you do the ground. But with the freezing rain and then rainfall coming over it and melting it, really didn't get much buildup on the chairs. There's a little bit more buildup on the ground. And my truck turned off. It looks like maybe, nope, everything's still frozen. Didn't even put a dent in the windshield. Did it defrosted the mirror still? We'll let it kind of sit in the warmth there for a little while, and we'll try it again. Man, it is cold out here. Let's check how my little lean-to performed in the winter event. So it kind of looks like this whole structure's leaning. Wow. Oh yeah. That's why there's no snow on top of it. Every time there's a little snow sloughed off, these cables are slack. Wow. That's a lot of ice on the outside of that thing. Man, it reminds me of northern Nevada. It's kind of funny, this is more snow than I saw the whole time I lived in northern Nevada at the house. I think the most wintry precipitation we got was maybe 2.5 inches. A bit more in Reno, but not that much out in other areas. Yeah, that roof definitely got a stretch job with all that snow and ice falling on it. Fun times. That thing's not rated for any snow load. So it's just bungee corded on. Got quite a bit of snow built up on the roof of the camper though. Pretty well insulated up there. Like I said, longer video. If you're still watching, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe, because I really want to grow this channel. I have about 13 acres to turn into an off-grid homestead. So, shipping containers covered in snow. And I do have a deep freezer running inside the shipping container. And I also have lights that I installed. So that's exciting. Neighbor's got his fence going up. He was a bit upset that he couldn't buy this acreage. So he's putting up a fence. He wasn't too happy when I was clearing out the fence row right here. Man, it's nice and cold out here. Let's take a look at the progress on the house. I haven't updated this. There hasn't been all that much to update. But they put the footers in, and they forgot that I was actually extending the back porch out, so they had to come back and redo it. They're not pouring concrete for a couple of days. It's going to be a hot minute before they can do that. Crunchy snow. The well's in. That's an update I haven't posted. And we're hooked up to temporary power. Pretty deep too. So, yeah, there's a view of where my 2-car garage is, which the next time we have one of those events, the truck will be inside the garage and I won't have to deal with all that snow. Nice. So can't see anything broke out here. Submersible pump. That valve's frozen. Can't even. Oh, there's ice all in the inside. I can't even turn it. Try this one. Nope. It's frozen freaking solid. That's awesome. Well, nothing's broke. So, yeah, that's not defrosting for a while. Guess who's getting a pump house built? Yeah, that's coming. Wow. It is a winter wonderland out here. Not expected at all for this area of the country. This is unprecedented. I can't believe some of the snow totals that came out of New Orleans. If you're watching from the south or southeast, drop a comment at how much snow, ice, and sleet your location got. I'm located in Brantley County, Georgia. This is the amount of snow that wintry precipitation, because that's not snow. Surprised how firm it is to walk on. New Orleans, man, they got powder. My dad's house in Mississippi, it was still snowing, and he told me he had 6 inches in his yard. So these are probably records that no one alive today has seen. I don't know if this is a record for here, but it's got to be something. Because yeah, this landscape's not designed to handle this type of snow. Absolutely amazing, though. Some of these trees are wondering what on earth is going on. Sure, these live oaks are a bit confused, but wow, is it? It's quite beautiful out here. And yeah, I'm huffing and puffing because I'm out of shape and it's freaking cold. So anyway, we're we're gonna wrap it up. I'll come back this afternoon and I'll make another video and update the progress on getting the Pecron. Yes, I call it Pecron, not Pecron or Pecron. We'll update and tell you how long it took to recharge and if we got any sun today. So stay tuned, give me a like, share the video, and tell all your friends to subscribe. Thanks for watching.